Yeah.
Welcome back. Another episode of Sammy and Marissa's Husbands. This time you guys don't have to listen to Tyler and Marissa's pillow talk, uh, as it sounded, but a good episode for you guys today. Agenda, uh, this day in history, athlete, a little overview of Chicago, a men's league recap, some random questions, Pat's peeves as always, and some closing comments. Um, this day in history. Not gonna do traditional this day in history, but it's Friday today. I know this is gonna be released on Monday or Sunday night for you guys, but Tyler's doing some things in Myrtle Beach, so he is not gonna be able to do it Sunday. So we're just doing it early, and football's back, right? I'm watching football right now. We got Eagles and Green Bay on the TV. They're playing in Brazil. Is that correct?
Yeah, apparently in some shithole stadium.
Is it really? I mean, it looks
Some
nice
of
on
this,
TV.
I saw some of like the surrounding area of the stadium and it didn't look great but I mean, that could have been someone who wanted to make it look bad too.
Yeah, I mean, I'm looking at it right now. I mean, it looks nice, but it's probably in some like favela. But
I know Jalen Ramsey was pissed. Or not Jalen Ramsey.
Jalen Hurts,
Darius Slay.
is he? Oh yeah. He's on the Eagles.
One of the corners was mad that they like have them in such like a high crime area.
Yeah, I mean that's fair, I guess.
I mean,
Um,
Philly's not the safest place either, but
true. True. Um, but last night, Thursday night football, Chiefs ended up beating the Ravens 27-20. Pretty good game. I thought a great way to kick off the NFL season. I think Mahomes and Lamar is gonna always be a good game. Um, but overall, did you watch the game or did you not?
I watched the first half.
Yeah, I watched about the first half too. I'm kind of upset that I didn't get to watch the ending because it seemed pretty nuts.
Yeah, I mean, it was a good game. I figured it would be a good game. Lamar is just, I mean, obviously the Ravens lost, but Lamar is just so fast.
He's so fast, like it's crazy fast. Um, I have Derrick Henry in both my leagues, and he got 10.6 points. Could have been worse. I would have liked to see him to. I would have liked to see him get a little bit more than 13 carries, maybe catch a couple more passes out of the backfield. But I mean, he scored a touchdown, so that is a bright spot. I think if they would have played a different team, and got up a little earlier, they probably would have ran the ball a little bit more. But it is what it is. Jalen Hurts just threw a pick.
Fuck, dude.
He I didn't take it back, but they're in the red zone.
I
Um,
have I have Jalen Hurts and I have the Eagles defense.
nice. Well, he just threw a pick. Uh, I have the Packers money line tonight.
I don't like it.
I love it. But back to fantasy. So I also have the Ravens defense in one league, and obviously I couldn't start them against the Chiefs. However, I do like the Ravens defense, so I had to pick up Atlanta's defense against Pittsburgh. Um, which I mean, Atlanta's defense I don't think is going to be great, but I don't think Russ is going to be good this year, so I'm going to bank on him throwing a pick for me or something like that.
I don't think that game's really going to be too high scoring anyway.
Right, true. So, um, we'll see how that goes. But overall, I think I should have good fantasy weeks, but you never know, man. You never know.
I had Mark Andrews last night, and in my dynasty league, I had Mark Andrews, and I was playing someone who had Travis Kelsey, and I figured that'd be a pretty high scoring tight end battle. Obviously, Mark Andrews coming off a big injury, but
Yeah.
it was they kind of canceled each other out. They both didn't really do too much. I think Kelsey had like 7 points, and Mark Andrews got me like 3.4 or something.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure Isaiah Likely went crazy, the other
I
Ravens tight end.
I think I mean they don't really have too many weapons as far as pass catchers on the Ravens, so hopefully Mark Andrews gets some work. I mean, obviously it's just one game, but Isaiah likely looks pretty fucking good.
He looks good and he looks like a favorite target, to be honest. And if he would have caught that, if that touchdown would have counted, that his toe was out on the line, like he'd have went even more crazy. Um,
I saw a lot of people like quote tweeting that with KD's shot against the Bucks with his foot on the line.
Also, that is literally the reason coaches make receivers wear white cleats.
Really? So
Yeah,
you
'cause
can't like make that distinction?
right, there's not as clear of a distinction if you're stepping on the white sideline or not.
Interesting.
Even Mahomes said that in his post-game presser, like he was like, should have wore white cleats.
He's such a cunt sometimes.
Yeah, but I mean,
I mean, what can you say?
what can you
He's the
say,
shit.
man?
Three-time Super Bowl MVP.
Yeah, you can't say shit, man. So Eagles, Packers are playing right now. The line was Eagles -1.5. I went and took the Packers money line. I just, truthfully, man, like I don't love the Eagles. And I think the Packers ended the season off with a really good run. They didn't really change up anything. Um, and I'm pretty sure Eagles got a new offensive coordinator. It's in Brazil. It's a weird environment. I like Green Bay.
Why the fuck are they playing in Brazil?
I don't know. Uh, doesn't make tons of sense, but I mean, whatever. Probably trying to do the fan base thing. Um, Same thing college football played in Ireland last week. So
Ireland kind of makes sense to me a little bit though, because they have like Gaelic football.
yeah, gay
Uh,
gay football. Yeah.
well, uh, that's soccer.
Oh yeah, true.
Boom, roasted. You got to be quick on your feet. Can't just be a penis with an arm. Um, that'll be good for the three people that get it. Um,
Yeah.
all right. You want me to hop into this athlete?
No, hold on. So back to
Okay.
football. We'll cover some more football. Um, so Panthers are playing Saints on Sunday at 1. Saints are favored -4. Truthfully, that's gonna be a horrible game. I probably
That whole
won't bet
division
it.
is shit.
Yeah, that whole division sucks. I probably won't bet it because if I was gonna bet it, I'd probably take Carolina +4. But I don't think that's the smartest bet in the world, so I'll probably try and bet with my head and not my heart and just leave that one alone. Jets and 49ers play Monday night. That is a pretty tough draw to start the season.
Ah, it. You got Rodgers, 40 years old anyway, coming off a torn Achilles, playing in Santa Clara, which is weird because I thought the stadium would be in San Francisco, but I don't know. It's not. It's in California.
Probably cheaper
Um,
taxes out there.
Probably. They're only favored. I mean, obviously the line might move, but they're only favored by 4.5, the 49ers.
Right, it's 4.5 right now. I think that's just because there's so many question marks about the Jets.
Yeah, I mean, we have so many talented players. Like we legit could make noise if we stay healthy. And if, I mean, it's always the same story with the Jets. It's always the same shit, man. I'm trying to not do what I do every year and just get excited and then just have my heart ripped out of my chest. This is Wes's first year being a Jets fan, official Jets fan. He's coming over Monday. I'm gonna invite Kevin over. I don't know if Kevin's gonna want to come over because the last time he came over for Monday Night Football with Aaron Rodgers starting, he tore his Achilles. So
Ugh.
that was a rough game to watch. Corey left because he said the vibes were off, obviously.
I should definitely off.
Um, I'm I'm gonna rock with my boys.
Yeah, are you gonna take
They're,
the spread or are you gonna take them straight up?
I'll take the spread.
Yeah.
4.5. I like that.
Yeah, truthfully, I think if the 49ers win, I think it'll be probably by 10. Um, but if it's a close game, I think the Jets pull it out.
Yeah, we have a great defense, honestly.
Yeah, I'd
Um,
agree.
Losing Bryce Huff hurts, but we have a crowded D line, and I think he's actually on the Eagles. I think he was part of that Hassan Reddick deal. Um, fuck him, by the way. Fucking asshole. Just play football, please. God, I need you. I need you, Hassan. But what can you do? Guy wants
Yeah,
money. He wants to be paid. Thinks he's worth more.
yeah. I mean, I feel that. Any other games you're tuned into?
The Dolphins game. Dolphins, Jacksonville, I think.
Yeah,
I have uh Tua Tagovailoa
right.
and Jalen Waddle stack in my regular league.
Hmm.
So we'll see how that goes.
Yeah, I
I
also
got
have
Tua. I got
Tua.
Tua pretty late.
Yeah, Tua was falling in fantasy drafts. I got Tua pretty late as well. But I'm gonna start him. I think he's gonna have a pretty good season. I think he's pretty slept on. He's not gonna put up Lamar or Pat Mahomes numbers or anything, but he could have some big weeks. Um,
He'll be a top 10 quarterback, easy,
I
I
think
think.
so. I think so, or I hope so at least. Um, but yeah, honestly, no other games really strike me as must watch. Um, so I'm probably just gonna watch the Panthers game at one
Ooh.
and then kind of find the best game to watch at four. Um, but yeah, Saturday college football. The only thing I'm really itching to watch is the Carolina game. We're at home versus Charlotte, favored by like 22. But the kicker there is Max Johnson, who's our transfer quarterback that just came in, broke his leg last week. Um, so now we got to
Oh
find a
my
new
God.
quarterback.
I did not know that.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So he showed some promise and really seemed like he was going to make some good decisions, and then broke his leg. So I think we're going to go with our sophomore Connor Harrell, which I do like. He's kind of like a scrambler guy, dual threat. Um, we'll see, man. See how it goes.
That's a that's a tough break.
Yeah, especially because he was playing a good game against Minnesota,
See what I
and
did there?
you're a sick fuck. Yeah, you're a sick.
Syracuse has tomorrow at 12, Georgia Tech. So that's going to be a tough game for us.
Yeah, Georgia Tech's
Our
kind of
court,
scary.
our quarterback, kid who transferred from Ohio, looked pretty good.
Yeah,
I think Ohio State maybe he transferred from Kyle something.
I would imagine Ohio versus Ohio State, but who knows?
Kyle McCord, baby, the future. Ohio State. He transferred from Ohio
Oh
State.
no, shit. Interesting.
Yeah, and he had a good game. He had 4 touchdowns against Ohio Bobcats, week 1. So
Classic.
Georgia Tech's ranked 23. So that's going to be a test,
Yeah, I mean
early season test.
they beat Florida State, which we all thought was a huge win, and then Florida State lost again. Uh, so maybe it wasn't as big of a win as we thought it was.
They aren't who we thought they were.
Yeah, it's not.
Who is that?
Um,
Who's that? Is that Romeo Crennel?
I have no idea what you're talking about.
They are who they thought we were. We are. They are who they thought we. They are who we thought they were. Wait, they are who we thought they were. You remember? You know what I'm talking about?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Maybe somebody will know. Anyway, oh, there is a part we can do it towards the end where I'll make some revisions on mistakes I made last episode. Maybe that could be a new segment where we correct things that we fucked up.
Okay, we can do that.
Okay.
All right, so moving on, athlete a little later on in the episode than normal, but still gonna send it.
You tell me when you're ready.
All right. I forgot I had to pick. Athlete is Jeff Gordon.
No,
Damn it.
you're
I
really
thought
stretching the word athlete right
I
there.
agree. I thought we were locked in there. I really did.
No offense, Jeff.
I did hear something about uh Jeff Gordon.
I don't know if you can. I don't know. I think at this point, if you said something like that, it would be libelous or slanderous.
Yeah,
So
maybe we
let's,
should. Yeah, maybe we should.
yeah, not that anybody listens to this, but just to be careful.
Oh man, yeah, I will leave that to the imagination. All right, but so that's not it. Football.
Yes,
Okay, white guy,
yes,
offense,
no,
defense.
yes,
Okay, defensive back,
no,
linebacker.
yes,
That wasn't a very confident yes.
no. It's yes. I had a thought in my head, but disregard. He's a linebacker.
Okay, so he's like a probably like an edge rusher is what it sounds like.
No,
No,
middle linebacker.
middle linebacker. Um, Hall of Fame
Oh yeah, Pro Football Hall of Fame and College Football Hall of Fame.
and college.
I'll tell you the college because I don't think it's going to help you.
Hold on.
New.
You say were you gonna say New Mexico?
I was.
Um, that's not gonna help me. You're correct.
How'd you
All right,
know that? How'd you know that I was going to say that?
because you said New.
Oh, okay. I didn't know you heard that. Okay.
Yeah, definitely. Let's see. Um, okay, so he's in the Hall of Fame, NFL and college. White guy, went to New Mexico. Um, did his career end before 2000?
His NFL career started in the year 2000 until 2012.
Okay. Did he play for the Bears?
Yes.
Brian Urlacher.
Yes.
Okay. All right.
I was trying to make that Chicago connection.
Ah, so that's where the wavelength was. Fuck.
Yeah.
All right. So speaking of Chicago,
See what I
um,
did there?
I see what you did there,
In
and I
the
like it.
biz, we call that a segue, kids.
We're starting to get the hang of this podcast thing.
Yeah, we're all right.
But Chicago, man, Chicago was sick. So for you the guys that don't know, I was there for Bryce's bachelor party. So I was with his core group of friends. Um, it was a good time. I kind of was the old guy of the group. There was another dude that was like in his 30s, like early 30s, but we had a good time. Like everybody was on the same page. Like we all wanted the same thing. Nobody was being like super weird. Lots of drinking, like lots of drinking. Very similar to New Orleans vibes where we just like drank during the day, walked around, sight saw, did some fun stuff, and then came back, changed, drank at night, and just explored. Um,
Was quick question. Sorry to interrupt. Did you feel safer in Chicago than you felt in New Orleans?
yes, for sure. We'll get to that a little bit, but Chicago is way different than I thought it was. Um, like at no point in time would I feel unsafe walking around with just Sam and I. Whereas like New Orleans, like I don't think I'd want to go on a vacation with just Sam and I there. So it's very different than I thought. Um, some highlights. We saw a comedy show at Zany's, which is like a famous-ish
Yeah,
comedy club.
I've heard of
Um, pretty fun. Leonard Oots was the headliner guy.
it.
I don't know
Okay.
if you've ever heard of him.
I'm gonna
He's like a fat black dude. Yeah, yeah, pretty large
I
man
think
card.
I have actually maybe seen like clips of this guy before.
Maybe he was pretty funny. He wasn't my favorite one there. My favorite one was the guy that went before him. Don't remember his name. I think he was like a local guy because a lot of the jokes were like Chicago based. Um, but dude, that guy was funny. And like he was figuring it out. He had a great set. He didn't like have to stop and go look at his phone, which some of the openers go have to do a little bit. Um, but he was funny and just like he got the crowd like very very involved. Um, then the guy before him, which was the second opener, was actually a Chicago Blackhawks goalie
Oh shit.
that won the Stanley Cup with them in 2015. His name was Scott Darling. Um,
For our one hockey listener, he probably knows who that is.
yeah, I mean, I don't know if he started. I don't know anything about him really. I just know he was really freaking tall, had a big red beard, and was like, I mean, he was pretty funny, but I think he was pretty fucked up. I think he was drunk.
Um, Kevin will definitely know who he is because he played for the Hurricanes.
Yeah, but like, did he play? You know what I mean? Like, who knows?
11 year NHL career. Who knows? I don't know how that works with
Yeah,
hockey. It's like a guy who hangs around for 11 years is well known, like the NBA. If you're around for 11 years, we know who you
yeah, we
are.
probably know who you are.
It says
Yeah, I
he's
don't know.
6'6".
He's a big dude. Yeah, he was tall. But like he was tall, and like I think he was like pretty drunk. And I think he had to do that. I'm pretty sure he hasn't been doing comedy for that long. Like his jokes were funny, but he was the type of guy that had to keep going back to his phone to like remind him where he was at and what joke he was doing. And they were good. He just doesn't have that like voice yet, and I think he'll get there. But overall, Zany's was awesome. After we went to Zany's, we went and like just went out the rest of the night. We went to a really fun bar, I think called Woody's or something like that, and they were just playing absolute bops. And like we just we had a great time that night. Um, Another highlight was the boat ride. We did like a pedal boat ride on the Chicago River. Um, Another thing about like I didn't realize how clean the water looked. Like the Chicago River water looks very blue, very clean,
It's
which I
not the
did not
Hudson
expect.
River, baby.
Yeah, well, yeah, I know, but I didn't expect that. Not at all. It was bring your own beer. We got the aux, so we were playing good music. Um, like the only downside about it was that it was an hour and a half, and when nine dudes are just pounding beers for an hour and a half, like you gotta pee. And nowhere to pee on that little boat. So like by the end of it, I was like, yo, I got to get off this thing. Um, but like I said, it was bring your own beer, and we all like everybody brought beer, so we had a bunch left over. And you can't like walk around Chicago drinking beers like you can New Orleans. So we had to like do something with it, and we weren't about to just throw it away. So we had 18 beers left and nine people, and then we were like, all right, two beers each, let's do it. And we just kind of sat there and just all chugged two beers. Um, but yeah, that was pretty cool. Um, but like I said, Chicago, like big city, not dirty like New York, not super cramped like New York. Stuff was generally pretty clean. The subway was like the subway, it was gross, but um, a lot of stuff like it would be a perfect place to do like a couple's vacation. Gotta
Oh,
go in the
really?
summer. Yeah, I think like honestly, like great restaurants, cool sightseeing stuff. Like I think me and Sammy would definitely have a blast.
I wouldn't have think of that. Like in my head, when I think of Chicago, I just think of like smaller New York City.
Yeah, and I think it was like that in a sense, but it was just way different than I expected. Like in terms of like the streets are way wider. Um, and I think the area that we were in, I'm sure there's bad parts of Chicago. Sure there is. But the area we were in, like, didn't see that many homeless people. Like didn't just see like a bunch of trash or weird stuff, weird people walking around the streets. It was just like very normal our age people. Um, and we did some fun stuff even when we were out at night, like didn't see anything sketchy at all. It was a good
Yeah,
time.
so it's nicer than Wilmington downtown.
Honestly, yeah.
Like, because I see homeless people trash and people being fucking weird every time we go out down there.
Yeah, honestly it was. It was nice. I'd go back. I mean, I'm not going anywhere near that place in the winter,
Fuck that.
but summertime would be nice up there. We went out and saw like the Lake Michigan, which is basically right there downtown.
Aren't they huge?
I mean, it looked like a
Like
beach.
it's one of the Great Lakes, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure they're gigantic.
Yeah, I mean, it looked like a beach. There was a bunch of boats out there and like pretty cool looking. But that was fun. So moving on, you I think have had 3 games since we've last talked about men's league stuff. What
Yes,
is you guys' overall record right now?
2-2.
2-2. Okay, so you won
We
the first
should
game.
we should be 3-1.
Should, but you are not.
Nope. Second game had 13 points. Low key got clamped a little bit. I'm not ashamed to say it.
You should be ashamed to say it.
It'd be like that sometimes, you know?
Yeah.
I clamped up Joel though, so that's fine. I can hang my hat and I played good defense at least. At least I did something. It's not like I was just a waste of space. Four overtimes in that one, which is insane.
I didn't
For
realize. I don't know if I realized that it went 4 overtimes.
four overtimes, I fouled out at the end of the third overtime.
Oh,
Uh, it was so long. It was probably the worst basketball that's ever been played since its inception. And I think the other team would also say that. It was 50 to 45 after four overtime.
are you kidding me?
Not kidding you. I've scored more points in one game than we did the whole game. So,
That's really bad.
yeah, it was really bad. I just honestly, I played like shit. I missed a lot of shots. Then I started to get in my own head. You know how it goes.
Yeah, no, I feel you.
Lose
Um,
that one. Next game, we're playing a probably the second best team in the league. And everybody on that team is solid. And their best player guards me from the jump. And I'm like, okay, I got the respect. But they just keep giving me like a little bit of room. Like they put their hands up, they're kind of like soft contesting.
mhm.
So splash a three, guy says, oh, I was all over him. And in my head, I'm like, well, that's not really all over me. So I hit four threes in the first half. Second half, they put a big guy on me whose name I'll tell you afterwards.
Mhm.
It rhymes with Shmej Singh. Um, yeah, he's cool, whatever. But like he doesn't try. So
He thinks he's
he
too cool to try, right?
right. And he's a cool guy, whatever. So but I know he's like playing the jump shot. I'm faster than him. At least I'm faster than he's trying. So I
Mhm.
run by him, make a layup. I let him know politely in his ear he better slide his feet, big fella. And, he's kind of messing me a little bit. I come down, splash three in his face. They switch. Then I got tired.
Yeah.
Ended the game because I was guarding. I was having to guard him and then Zach. So I was tired. It takes a lot out of you when you play both ends. I'm not used to playing both ends of the floor.
Yeah, you haven't played defense in a long time.
I've been playing a lot of defense this year, and I don't like it.
Just think, man, like if you would have, ran that half marathon, took like 2 weeks off, like you said you were gonna do, and then continued to run, how good of shape you'd be in right now.
Yeah, and I'm still honestly in pretty good cardio shape. Uh,
I doubt it.
I could run 8 miles today,
No, you couldn't.
not comfortably.
No, you couldn't.
Oh, I could do it. Anyway, all right, three. I could do three. I could do 5K.
Three, yeah, sure, anybody could do three.
Anyway, we were up at halftime in that game. They pressed. I started to leak out instead of going to get the ball, and we don't have too many guards on our team. Well, we don't really have any guards that can handle a press other than me. So I played it wrong to start with, and then they took the lead, and then they didn't let it up after we figured out the press. So we lost that one by 5. But that was like kind of a moral victory game.
Yeah,
Everybody was feeling good. And then this last game played Mike from club.
really.
Yeah. Um, Started the game. They had a guy on me who sucks, and I airballed like two threes and then bricked another one. And then Mike came in the game and he started guarding me, and then I scored 17 points in the first half with him guarding me. And he, he was just like, he said apparently, I don't remember you being like this in college. And then allegedly I said, you must have forgot. That's what Drew told me anyway. And but at that point we were up by a lot. We were killing them. And I hit a really like one of the toughest shots I've ever hit in my life. Like jumped in the air and like waited till I was falling back, like one hand palmed it off the glass.
Jumped.
No, yeah, like legit, honestly, one of the toughest shots I've ever hit. Uh, People in the stands were like, "Ooh," Mike was on the bench. He was like, "Hell yeah, bro! I know you had it like that." Drew was like, "I don't remember it happening." So I'm like, "What the fuck game were you watching?" I had 6 assists that game. I would have had 12 if people on my team could make layups.
Yeah.
Just I had nice like wraparound passes behind the back passes, just muffing wide open layups. It was so annoying. And then I slipped out a couple. This is why I don't pass y'all the fucking ball after they missed. So I wasn't being a great teammate last game
That checks out. You guys win though, right?
by like 30.
Okay, so 2-2.
We play the best team in the league Tuesday. Then we have another decent team on that Thursday.
What team is it?
It's Cap's team on Tuesday.
Okay. Okay.
They're like I think they have a couple guys that played in college on their team.
They're pretty good.
They're they're the best team in the league by far, I think. We have our guy who played in college coming back. He's been hurt the past couple games.
Mhm.
So he'll be there. I'm hoping Caps guards him because goddamn is he annoying.
Yeah, he plays good defense.
He's fucking strong. That's like the
Yeah.
because typically when someone can pressure me like that, I'm stronger than them, so I can just post them up. And he gives me problems on the perimeter and in the paint. So he's a tough matchup for me. But I kind of look forward to it. It'll be fun.
Yeah, no doubt.
I
No
always
doubt.
play I always play up and I play down also. So we'll
Yeah.
see.
No, I know what you mean. I'm kind of envious of you playing in the league right now, to be honest.
I'm waiting for that top 10 list to come out. I'm averaging 21 points a game right now.
Even after your stinker,
I mean, it was a stinker. I still had 13.
stinker.
Drew finally got some points,
Yeah, I saw that.
averaging 1.25 through 4 games.
That's elite right
So,
there.
sorry, brother. I didn't even mean to talk shit about you. It just came out. You know I love you. I need your confidence up. Might edit this part out.
It sounds like you don't want his confidence up.
Well, it's like I need him to know that I'm the big dog, but also I need him to average like 15 points a game. So it's
Yeah, well,
tough.
maybe you should pass him the ball and not belittle him every time something doesn't go your way. It might
I
might
don't
bring
belittle Drew out there.
yeah,
I
just
did
everybody else.
I did belittle a teammate the last game.
What does his name rhyme with?
Can't can't do it. Um, but he held the ball too long, and I said, "Do something with the fucking ball." And he passed me the ball. He's like, "What are you gonna do with it?" And then I immediately splashed a three. So it's just like I don't like if the ball sticks.
Yeah, even though you're a culprit of a sticking ball.
That motherfucker sticks in my hand. Someone's scoring or I'm scoring. I'm making
Hmm.
something happen though. I don't hold it and stay there.
Yeah.
Your silence is annoying me.
Well, yeah, because I don't agree.
I set him a screen too, and he didn't use it and just started dribbling the ball. And I said, if I'm standing here, use this fucking screen. And I felt like you when I would reject screens.
No, it's you don't even reject the screen. That's not what rejecting a screen is.
I know what rejecting a screen is.
Obviously not, because you just stand there as I'm just setting a screen and just dribbling the ball, not moving.
That I don't do that. You didn't
Yes, you
like it when
do.
I didn't use it.
No, I don't care if you use it or not. Rejecting it is using it. I don't care if you don't use the screen. I just don't want you to sit there as
I
I'm
don't do
setting the
that.
screen. Yes, you do.
You're undermining me as a basketball player. You're making the listeners think I'm not the GOAT.
You're not.
You can't
You're
fucking
you're
guard
not
me,
even you're
dude.
not even the GOAT, the greatest of our podcast.
I mean, if we broke down every sport, I'm better at more sports.
That's not even close to true.
Yeah, I'll obviously take basketball.
Oh, okay. Even with that, still don't think you are.
Uh, you can have baseball, football, obviously. You can have
Okay.
those.
All
Don't
right.
ever flex your tits in the camera again.
I didn't even mean to do that, but
All right. What other sports are there?
anything.
Billiards, I'm better than you at billiards.
That sport.
If Jeff Gordon's an athlete, that's a sport.
Driving NASCAR is way harder than physically harder than pool.
Incorrect.
And I mean, who's to say you're better at billiards than me?
Me, I am, and you know I am. Don't be foolish.
I wouldn't say you're consistently better. I haven't seen you do really anything playing pool,
Tennis, I'm better than you at tennis.
allegedly.
That's 3-2 right there. There's no more sports.
Swimming,
Not a sport.
yeah, convenient. Hockey, you already said you can't ice skate.
Yeah, but you can't ice skate either.
Track, I can do it better than you.
Well, track is like 20 different sports, so I guess you win just based off of that.
All of them.
Well,
Soccer,
this doesn't seem fair anymore.
soccer.
I don't like this game anymore.
Yeah, I mean, play stupid games, win stupid prizes. Saquon just caught a touchdown.
Huge, for real.
Yeah, yeah,
I
a
hate
probably like a 25-yard touchdown.
that is huge for me.
Yeah, not for me because dude I'm playing has Saquon. Kind of pisses me off actually.
I don't have them stacked. I have one in Dynasty and one
It
in.
was a weird route too. It was like a wheel route out of the backfield. Good pass. Good catch. Yeah. I mean, wait, did he get 2 feet in or just one? Yeah, he got
God,
two.
this app needs to fucking update
Yeah,
faster.
he got two, but all right, that's probably where we'll take a little commercial break. So we'll be back.
No commercial this week due to lack of testosterone.
All right, and we're back. Um, great commercial. I hope you guys enjoyed that. I know um somebody down or in Orlando definitely did. So we're gonna jump into random questions. Um, I got a few random questions this week. So I'll go first as always. Is it wrong to throw your dog poop in someone else's trash can? Little context, you're walking your dog a little far from the house, dog shits, you don't want to carry your shit bag all the way back to the house. There's people's trash cans on the street. What are your thoughts?
If the trash cans are on the street and the garbage has not been picked up yet, I think while I wouldn't do it, I think that's fair. Empty trash can, diabolical.
Yeah, I'm with you. I think I'm in the same boat. It does suck to carry dog shit around. However, I wouldn't want someone throwing their steaming dog shit in my trash can to bake for a week until the trash comes again.
My
Uh,
exact thoughts.
so yeah, full, I mean like yeah, whatever. You can toss your shit into my trash can if it's full and it's being picked up the next day, but like just empty trash can, that is just messed up.
That's foul.
Definitely.
Especially the heat where we live, where
Oh
you
God,
live. It's disgusting.
disgusting. That's big time.
Yeah.
All right, that's my first one.
All right, this one is a little weird, but me and Marissa are, you know, planning on having children. So we've discussed our thoughts about circumcision. And I
Okay.
was wondering, what are your thoughts? Are you pro circumcision? Obviously, I don't know if you want to tell the world how your penis is cut or not cut, but I have my thoughts on it, and I was wondering your thoughts on it.
I see both sides of people's argument that you don't want to make a choice for your kid when they're not able to make a choice. However, not making that choice, could set them up for, you know, something they don't necessarily want to have. And I think it's pretty customary in America to be circumcised. Um, I probably plan on getting my child circumcised, even though me and Sam haven't talked about that. But I mean, that would be my vote.
I was in that camp for a while about pro circumcision, um, but I've heard horror stories about, cutting off the tip of their cock, and I don't know, it just scares me. And it's only for aesthetics. Like it's not, there is nothing like medically beneficial to it other than, uncircumcised penises look different. So I don't know. It's like I get it. They'll be different, but it's also like it hurts. Like you're hurting the baby.
Yeah, they won't remember it.
That's what everybody said. But does that make it right though?
I mean, it's just like getting a little girl's ears pierced. You think that doesn't hurt them?
I would think that it probably hurts worse for the circumcision.
You'd think, but you don't know because you don't remember it.
Yeah, well, I'm circumcised and I've had my ears pierced, so who knows?
Yeah. Um, I don't know. I mean, I see where you're coming from. That would suck, and the doctor would get his ass whipped. I'll tell you that.
I'd be serving a full life sentence.
Yeah. Um, I mean, you're gonna hear horror stories with everything, though. Um, you drink too much milk, you die. It might be
You
a bad
get
example,
you
but
get your kid circumcised, he gets his dick cut off. Yeah, same thing.
yeah, same. Um,
I don't know. I mean, it's going to end up being Marissa's decision. I feel like.
yeah, I
Uh,
mean, you gotta find a middle ground, and if somebody has, you know, a point they want to die on, you guys are a union, right? You gotta make that decision together.
Probably
Um,
will consult a medical professional before making
yeah,
that decision.
yeah, I mean, that's a good call, I'd say.
I don't know.
I
Just
don't,
thinking about it kind of freaks me out now. I don't know.
yeah, I mean, I know what you mean. Um, it's a scary thing, and especially like, I don't know, because you think about the future implications that could potentially have.
I mean, even it's so rare,
Right,
but it's
but
still like,
still a
what if
chance.
I make that decision and it fucks it up? You know?
Yeah, no, I know, and that's something you'd have to live with. And
I'll tell you who wouldn't be living with it. That
the
doctor.
doctor, yeah, yeah, that's a fact. Yeah, that's a fact. Um, yeah, but I mean, that's a tough one. That's a tough one. All right, another tough one. All right,
Okay.
this was a question that was up for debate in
Oh,
Chicago. Did
okay.
Austin already tell you about it?
He might not have, but Wes has been asking these guys a question at work, and I'm wondering if it's the same question.
Okay, interesting. Packers just scored, by the way.
Horrific.
Yeah,
Who?
that's what we like to see. Reed,
Oh, I have him.
Jaden Reed,
I have Jaden Reed.
but you didn't start him, did you?
No, I did.
Did you?
Yeah.
Jaden Reed, yeah. Um, like a 30-yard touchdown, I think. I wasn't really watching, but besides the point. Um, all right. What defines someone having a bush?
Interesting.
Like what classifies like, oh, she has a bush. He has a bush,
Long hair.
right? Where's the line? How
I
how
would
long?
I would say like this. Like if I can if it can get stuck in my teeth, it's a bush.
Yikes. Yeah, but I mean, different hair type might be able to get stuck in your teeth easier.
What do you mean?
I don't know. I just feel like I don't know.
Elaborate on what you mean by that. Like different hair textures?
Different hair textures, like styles. I don't know.
You talking about like the difference between black people and white people
No,
and
no, 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 no.
I'm not understanding. You talking about like a landing strip versus like
Not really.
stubble?
I'm just trying to
About
get you like like a length that actually
one
can be
inch. One
described.
inch is a bush.
1 inch long.
That's long, right?
Yeah,
Wouldn't
that's
one inch
pretty
be
long.
long?
I'd say that's pretty long.
Yeah, and I wouldn't say having like you like say I'm going to use a woman as an example because
Right.
that's been the whole of my experience as far as looking at someone else.
Yeah,
Um,
allegedly.
you know what I'm saying? On a Friday night, it should get weird. Um,
Yikes.
Pause. If I'm looking at a vagina and there's hair, I'm not immediately like bush.
Yeah, right. That's what I'm saying. What defines it?
It's long hair. Like
Like
I don't know
like
if I have a
once
measurement.
you got to go down there and get it stuck in your teeth to find out if it's gonna.
I can look at it and tell if it's going to get stuck in my teeth.
It's like looking at a corn on the cob.
Yeah, like I know if it's going to get stuck in my teeth,
Like
and it's
that
not
shit
gonna
getting stuck in my
and
teeth,
it
dog.
and it's not going to deter me from anything either. That's not an issue of mine. I don't care about that. That doesn't bother me.
No, 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 no. I'm just saying, like, what defines it? I think the definition we came up with was that if it lays flat, it's not. But if it starts sticking up because of the length or like curling up or poofing up, we classify that as a bush.
Oh yeah, if there's poof to it, it's a bush.
Right. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
For sure. I think that's a good
Good
succinct
classification, right?
definition. Yeah.
Yeah, I figured.
I can get down with that.
Okay. It lays flat, not a bush. Starts fluffing up a
But
little bit.
but but that's interesting though because little like pokies don't lay flat.
Yeah, but they're so short that they're
That's just obviously not a bush.
right. I'd say they're so short that it's obviously not. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, there's a little bit of subjectivity. Um,
Obviously.
but
Like I rock a bush.
yeah, generally I feel like a lot of dudes probably do, especially dudes in relationships.
Yeah.
But we were mostly specifically talking about girls.
That's enough about pubic hair.
Yeah. All right. You got another question?
I did, but all that talk about pubes really got me hot and bothered.
Yeah, that's usually why we write things down.
You
You know,
know
you know
that's
your
not
computer has a notes function.
that's not how I
And
operate,
it
baby.
works perfect. And actually, you have a Mac, so it's actually going to sync to your phone nice. So you can just type stuff on your phone and then it's synced to your computer. How great is that?
When you wake up in the morning, do you envision making me upset, or is it just something that comes naturally?
It comes naturally. I mean, sometimes I do sit there and think about ways to upset you. Um, but usually I just don't have to try very hard.
That's concerning.
Yeah, it makes me
Oh,
happy. I get enjoyment out of it.
is would you consider the deep dish pizza a pizza?
Yeah, I would. I mean, especially the one that we had. Um, we went to that Lou Malnati's place. It was very much a pizza. I didn't have to eat it with a fork and a knife. Um, it was heavy, but I'd say it's a pizza. And given I've only had one experience with deep dish, the thin crust pizza was better, the tavern style that they say. Um, but yeah, I'd say it's pizza. It's now what it's not good is like the morning after. So like we took a piece home, and then that morning I woke up and tried to eat it, and yeah, not good in the morning.
Too much sauce.
It's like eating tomato pie in the morning.
Weird.
Yeah.
I I did notice that when you guys had it, it wasn't what I pictured for deep dish.
Yeah, same.
I pictured it being more like a lasagna.
Yeah, no, it didn't give off lasagna vibes. It was very much, pizza, I think. The crust wasn't as crispy as normal pizza is. Didn't have that fluff. It was almost like pie a little bit, literally, like pie. But it had a
Interesting.
fuckload of cheese on it. Like
Uh,
it actually had a lot of cheese.
I be liking that cheese, baby.
Yeah, I know, it's apparent.
Ah, I hate you so much.
Man, you do it to yourself, I'm not gonna lie.
Ah,
Um, but yeah. Okay, so last question. Two parts. Is it true that you don't go to Mad Cats anymore?
yeah. Mhm.
Is it also true that the reason you don't go to Mad Cats is because Marissa banned you from Mad Cats?
That plays a part in it, but that's not the reason, no. She doesn't want me to go there, but I also don't want to go there.
That's fair. Fair point.
The crowd has changed so much, and the past like three times I've been there, there's been like people who just have pissed me off to the point of me almost not being able to control myself. So there's no benefit to me going there.
Yeah, no, I feel you.
And
Um,
there was been multiple times where people have pulled guns, and that's just not me.
yeah, that place is such a downhill. It was great when like nobody ever went there and it was just our group. And then people started going there, which is also the first downhill spiral. Like I don't want to see anybody else. But yeah, it's just a weird crowd. I know what you mean.
I mean, there's a lot of drugs that go on there. Not that I really care about that, but like when you mix drugs, alcohol, and guns,
Yeah. No, I know
it's
what you
just not for me. And motherfuckers like to be mouthy with me, like, and it's partly because I let it happen. I just talk shit to them and don't smash their face through the table.
mean.
But
Yeah, true.
you know, also you do that, and you people act stupid. So there's no point.
Like, stupid.
So I'm gonna say yes, I don't go there. No, it's not because of the boss.
Yeah. Austin told me it was because of the boss, but I guess there's multiple reasons.
He knows better than to say something stupid
We're
like
gonna,
that.
we're, obviously not because he said it.
Sometimes when
So
these
you have to
kids
take that
these
up with
kids
him.
get these kids get older and they forget who the big dog is just because I don't bark as much anymore.
It was fun hanging out with all them, Austin, Matt, Bright Hall, Bryce's crew. Um, Matt asked me to say a couple things on the podcast, a couple questions. Um, and I don't know if he actually wants me to ask them. One question's kind of funny. I don't know. Like it's not really like a question.
Statement
It's like well, it's a question, but it's not something that me and him can answer. Me and you can answer.
that one of us can answer.
Yeah.
What's the question? Well,
Well, I
can you
wrote it
ask?
down in my notes. I
Can
wrote it
you
down in my.
ask it?
Yeah, I can ask it. It's not like a weird thing. I wrote it down in my notes in pod agendas because I think we were at the bar and he's like, I got a topic or something like that. Because I wrote down a lot of things about this weekend in the thing, but his question was, how do I get my girl to wear leather pants?
Fuck, I know, brother.
I think I'm missing some information. Uh,
Yeah.
like that we talked about, and all I wrote down was how do I get my girl to wear leather pants dash Matt. Uh,
Um, whenever someone finds the answer, let me know because I'd be happy if my wife started wearing leather pants.
yeah, 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 same.
Yeah, I mean, I don't. That's a. I don't think either one of our wives have ever worn leather pants. I don't
Yeah,
think
no,
that's.
Sam has. Damn it, Barkley just scored again. Fuck.
Yeah, Sammy's got leather pants.
Yeah, she's got leather pants.
Then you've got the answer. Say, hey, put on those pants.
Yeah, my wife, easy. Yeah,
Oh, for his
I don't know
wife.
how to get someone else to wear leather pants. She wears leather pants because she likes them.
Hmm, that's
Yeah,
a tough
tough.
one, Matt.
That's a tough one, Matt. No, I don't know. I think I'm missing some context.
I'm sure
It
something
was
was
a
lost in
drunken,
translation
yeah,
there.
it was a drunken night, and for some reason I wrote down how do I get my girl to wear leather pants?
Good Lord.
Oh man, good stuff. Sammy
Anything?
says, Sammy just says, she chimed in. She said, yeah, she said, take her shopping and say, oh, those are cute. You'd look good in those. So there you go. That's your answer. But then you have to buy them, so you're fucked.
Is she still in earshot?
Yeah,
Tell her she's a fucking square for not wanting to do an episode with me.
yeah. She said because she can't stand to hear you lay in bed and talk in a weird, deep, raspy voice.
I would have put on the headphones for her.
Yeah. I start listening to you in Marissa's episode, and it just literally sounds like you're all you just woke up and turned the podcast on immediately on a Saturday morning. You're
Don't say
having
that. Don't say
you
that to her. She'd be sad.
no, not her. She sounds fine. She sounds completely normal. You just sound like you're getting coffee brought to you in bed.
I wish that's what it was.
Yeah, no, Marissa did good. I thought Marissa did really well.
Did you listen to the whole thing?
Yeah, I did. I had to fight through it. Um,
Oh my God, you're such a cunt. You're
it
fucking
it
cunt.
wasn't a bad episode. Like the things you talked about were good. I just literally I think I almost turned it off immediately when I heard your voice for the first time.
Ugh, I hate you so much, dude.
Just being real, you asked me what I thought.
Hey man, this
Sammy told me the same thing.
yeah, I'll
I wish
end
you
your
could hear. I wish you could hear her imitating you right now.
do it. Put her on to do it.
You want to do it? She said no.
You know what? She's fake as fuck. Can't even do the voice to me. She fake as hell.
Oh man. Uh,
Whatever, friend. I'll see your bitch ass in October, and then we'll handle it.
we can handle it.
Not you, her.
No, that's what she has me for.
Good times.
Oh, the best of times. Uh, good stuff. All right, you want to move in Pat's peeves?
Yeah, do you want me to do the corrections after that or
Yeah, let's do
before
that
that?
after Pat's peeves.
Okay.
All right, so Pat's peeves. I just want to address Marissa's Pat's peeve of people pulling up to her and forcing awkward eye contact in the car.
Okay.
And I think that only happens to her because she's a woman.
Yeah, people don't really do that to me.
Yeah, people don't really do that to me. I think it's because they probably want to see what she looks like, which is super creepy. But, that's a little male privilege coming out.
Yeah, it's like that happened to me today actually. And then we turned and looked at each other, gave each other the awkward eye contact, little head nod, and then it was over though.
Yeah. Sometimes it happens on accident. Like a lot of times you're
Yeah.
just not thinking about it. So, but yeah. And then also another Pat's peeve is really nothing specific, but everything airport related. People are just so stupid in the airport. I hate them.
Wait, what?
I'm talking about people in the airport. That's my Pat's peeve is just people not fucking understanding the unwritten rules of the airport.
That is a fact.
Yeah, people suck at traveling. Like the worst is when, the flight ends, the people in the front get off first. That's just how it works. We go row by row. That's how you get off the plane. But somebody in the back acts like they're more important than the other people and decide to just try and brush through and try and get off early. And just
Fuck
fucks
that.
everything up.
That is so fucking stupid. Just wait your fucking turn, dude.
Yeah, man, they're just annoying.
Or the people who are late for their flight and ask to cut in front of you in security.
Oh yeah, I know. I hate that too. I'm like, no,
Like,
sorry.
come on,
I
man.
got places to be too.
Oh, you'll tell them no?
Yeah.
Oh man.
I also go through TSA pre-check. And like that doesn't really happen to people that have TSA pre-check. You
Yeah,
know,
I feel
we're a
like
different class of
yeah,
people, right?
yeah, you're better.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel that.
It is tough. Flying with people that haven't flown before because you like at one point you've never flown before either. So it's like sometimes you want to give them a break, but when people are just so stupid. Oh, Green Bay, your boy just scored another touchdown. Reed.
Yeah, you really?
Yeah. Long touchdown too, probably 60 yards.
That's what I like. Let me make sure I started that motherfucker.
Jaden Reed.
Let me make sure I started him, otherwise I'll be sad. I sure did.
Good stuff. Good pick.
Motherfuckers got. One of them was a rushing touchdown.
Oh, was it a rush? Okay.
Yeah, the first one was a rushing touchdown. Um, my Pat's peeve is this um Amazon Fire Stick
Yeah.
because it's pretty new, but I was doing some Googling and apparently if you don't have the original power block, it can have issues cycling because it just keeps like restarting.
Hmm.
So I think I'm gonna have to get a replacement one.
Yeah, that sucks, actually. That sucks. Yeah, he's got 25 right now. Two receptions, two targets, 79 yards, one touchdown, and obviously a rushing touchdown. But all right, so closing comments. Um, you want to go with your corrections?
Yeah. So first one is from last episode when Marissa was doing her baseball players. When I Googled Javi Lopez on baseballreference.com, I typed it Javi
Ah, yeah.
and and it just came up Javier Lopez, which
Right.
is a baseball player. And I don't know, subconsciously I like tricked myself into thinking Javi Lopez, the catcher, didn't wasn't a person. And
Yeah.
I've had like three people just rip my asshole open. Like Javi Lopez was their favorite player ever.
Yeah,
And
that should have happened. I literally wrote down in my notes in my phone when I was listening. Hold on, what I say? Let's see. Tyler sounds asleep. Uh,
it, you put your phone up to the camera and let me see if you wrote that.
Tyler sounds asleep.
Yeah.
My camera sucks, but let's see. Let me highlight it.
You're a cuck.
That's literally what I wrote. Also, Tyler fucking idiot not knowing who Javi Lopez is.
I know who Javi
Catching
Lopez is.
catching mitt because their cat has an extra finger, so it's like a catcher's mitt.
I didn't know that's why they named it Javi Lopez. I thought it was just because Todd was a Braves fan.
No, no.
Okay, so glad I got that off my chest because everybody was really riding my dick about that one. The second
I'm
one,
assuming Corey, Drew, Kevin.
no, Wes was the first one, and Wes made a really big stink about it. Like really, like called me up and really, and he was like, "You're an idiot," and I'm like, first of all, Javier Lopez is a real person. Like the guy that I picked was a 13-year vet and won 4 World Series. So the guy I picked is a real fucking person.
Yeah, but not the icon.
He's just not Javi Lopez. And then Corey, I think it might have just been those two. And Marissa too, because she knew.
Yeah, well, she only knew because of the cat.
Yeah. The second one was from a couple of weeks ago where I said Tim Wall's device.
Wait, so I'm
Go ahead.
Javier Lopez and Javi Lopez are the same person.
Javi Lopez's name is Javier Lopez,
Correct.
but he spells Javi Javy, which is
Yes, that's
how,
how the abbreviation is spelled.
yeah,
Yeah.
but that's how it is on baseballreference.com, which is like the most complete.
Oh, so you're saying there's another Javier Lopez that's less famous?
Yeah, he's a pitcher, 6'4",
Interesting.
one for four World Series championships.
Okay, interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah, true. BaseballReference.com, Javier Lopez. Okay, that's odd.
Yeah. See, that's where the confusion was because I typed in Javier
Right. Well, you
Lopez
should
and
know
it,
who Javi Lopez is.
I fucking know that. I know that. So Mike called me at 7:30 this morning. Hey, what you doing, bro? Oh, nothing, just at work. Hey, just wanted to bring up something you got wrong on the podcast.
Nice.
He said, you said Tim Walls
Yeah.
was the head coach of a state championship football team. He said, turns out that's not true. He wasn't the head coach.
Yeah, I
And
didn't think he said coach.
I said, oh, what kind of coach was he? He was like, I don't know. Probably assistant offensive line. I was like, okay, well, I'll find out. I'll Google it and find out. And then if it's wrong, I'll correct it. So Tim Walls was not the head coach. He was the team's defensive coordinator.
Yeah, I think they reported it as that. I don't know. But I've
Yeah,
definitely
so I mean,
seen stuff that said head
very
coach.
integral part of a state championship football team, the
Yeah,
defensive coordinator.
no doubt, no doubt.
So just, you know, facts are
Tim,
facts. That's the correction.
still, Tim Walls knows ball.
Yeah,
Yeah, he does.
more than Mike.
Probably.
Yeah, state championship defensive coordinator.
Yeah, I think it's fair to say.
Yeah. I mean, he's got the creds, got the credentials.
Got the
Now,
credentials.
how good is football in Minnesota? I don't know.
It's cold, I'll tell you that.
Got some big farm boys out there.
Maybe. They can't
Minnesota,
they
you know who's from fucking Minnesota?
no,
Brock Lesnar, dog.
allegedly.
Well, he wrestled for Minnesota. I don't know if he's from Minnesota.
It's too cold up there. They can't even eat. All the food dies.
What?
The
That's
the
like farmland. That's where like they
the
farm all the
crop
shit.
yeah, the crops die because it's too cold. They can't eat. That's where people starve.
Everybody in Minnesota is fat, I think.
Not any more fat than Wilmington, North Carolina.
Keep going. Keep talking about something. And I'm gonna
Okay.
do a little quick Google.
AJ Brown and then that DB on the Packers Jair Alexander
Yeah.
are jaw jacking pretty good right now, and I'm here for it.
You know who doesn't want any problems with AJ Brown?
You know who
Me.
doesn't want any problems with that other dude either? Jair Alexander? This guy.
You
He's probably the best corner in football, man.
no, no, no.
Okay, who
No
is Sauce Gardner?
Sauce Gardner, baby.
No, not a chance. Jair Alexander is the real deal.
Hey, the obesity rate in Minnesota is 33.6%. Wow. A lot of fat fucks out there. The obesity rate for North Carolina, 34.1.
Yeah, so we're fatter.
Yeah.
This is the Bible Belt, dog.
Oh God. Hey.
Literally.
Um, I hate to end two episodes in a row like this, but I'm having digestive problems.
Yeah, I mean, that's par for the course. But maybe if you'd eat a little healthier, it wouldn't be so bad.
Yeah, please give me a sermon while I'm about to fucking shit in this chair.
All right, closing comments. I am starting a school on Monday, so we probably won't be able to do the podcast next weekend. because it goes through the weekend.
I'll get an interviewee on here.
Sammy says, "Don't ask her."
She's such an asshole.
Doesn't want to hear you lay in bed.
She's an ass. She's an ass.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. All right. I'm gonna hit it.
All right. I'll see you.
All right.